Welcome to Spray Paint Art Secrets, January 2021. Can you believe it? So this month, I hope we're going to have some comfort food of art for you to learn. We're going to do some oldies but goodies, going to go back to the paintings that have a couple of different layers. We've got the sky and the jungle, and then we've got the top of the water and the underwater and the dolphins. So there's a couple of very complex, multi-skill paintings in this month, but we're also going to keep it simple for the people who are just like, oh my God, don't come at me so fast. No problem. We've got some very simple concepts. You can start building a library of techniques that will build into these complex paintings. So here we go, the dolphins. If you haven't already checked it out, I have a couple of videos on drawing dolphins, painting dolphins, so that your dolphins can be 3D instead of kind of flat looking. And so this is how you do the edge of the water. I'm going to show you lots of cool stuff, but we're also going to keep it simple. Here's a very simple painting. This is actually a really good painting to do when you're stressed out because it involves dripping paint. Now you can do this with water-based paint of any kind, but you can also do this with regular enamel-based spray paint as long as you have something to thin it with. And I go over this in the video. So when you're using water-based paint, sometimes you can't get all of the same effects that you get from certain kinds of enamel acrylic paints like the Comex that I usually use. So there are ways to do this with regular acrylic paint that work out just fine. There's actually a lot of ways you can go about this, but I'm just going to show you one that you can do with any kind of acrylic paint, and it uses a makeup sponge, and it will allow you to make these very soft, detailed, natural-looking nebulas. And then we're going to just do some simple planets. This is a rubbed planet. We're also going to do a planet with a stencil made by stencils and texturing. If you notice, the paper I'm working on is not poster board. For water-based paint, poster board kind of curls and it's not the greatest. I've been getting a lot of questions about what paper to use. My current favorite paper is Yupo. You can just buy a roll of that for like $100, and it will last a long time. But you can also use prepared papers. Any paper that's thick enough, you can slap a layer of gesso and acrylic gloss on it, and it will work for your water-based spray paint or your whatever kind of spray paint you're using, or canvas, prepared canvas as well. So this is prepared watercolor paper, and I'm showing you here is called an applied planet. It's another planet technique, so we've got three different planet techniques here. This comes out kind of a very bright marble looking planet, which I like, and then we're gonna move on, go back to complexity, and work on some landscape scenes, how to make a sky by using all kinds of random newspaper and paint effects, and then how to add some mountains and trees and some new tools that maybe you haven't played with. We have what's called a resources section in the membership area where I have a long list of new tools, demonstrating them, telling you where to get them. This particular one is using a dish scrubby, which is that green thing used to scrub your pots. Makes beautiful mountains, as you can see, and some other tools as well. So if you are curious about spray paint art techniques, doesn't matter if you're an acrylic artist or you paint with a brush or watercolor artist or airbrush artist, whatever you are, there's some cool stuff in here that you can add to your abilities so that you can just pull it out of a hat whenever you want to and add that special touch to a painting. We're going to wrap it up with a classic spray paint art painting with pyramids and eyes. And I've done quite a few of these over the years. Each one is a little bit different, has a little bit different techniques in it. I just love the green eyes. I wish I had green eyes. So we're going to wrap it up with a classic spray paint art painting, and I'm going to explain to you how you make the eyes and you add the shadow and you do all that stuff, make it look good. And if you have any questions, comments, things you want, please feel free to email me, Elisa Amor at spraypaintartsecrets@gmail.com.